I think in anything you do, you really have to give it your 100%, you know? Like, I finally realized what that really meant. Like, hearing that my whole life, people saying it all the time, just casually. But now I can sit here and tell you what that really means. My name is Christopher Lee, and I'm a tattoo artist. There's Chicano art, you know, like realism. There's like religious art. There's like the Renaissance type of art, you know, like statues, sculptures, stuff like that. So I'm really intrigued by just like all those different types of art, and I like transferring that onto skin. Of course, the tattoos you get have meaning, and that's fine, you know, like my tattoos have meaning too, you know. But then I think number one above everything, like I really considered how a tattoo looks aesthetically. I like composing things. I like everything to look like it has a story or some type of meaning behind it, you know. I started tattooing when I was incarcerated. I was locked up the year 2011, 2012, and when I was sitting in jail, the first like couple months, I didn't know what to do. I tried to like read books and stuff, but I was never good at reading. You know, I still can't sit down and read a book till this day. But you know, I used to draw as a kid. I wasn't really great at it, but I knew how to draw. So one day my brother sent me like these little sketchbooks when I was in county jail. And from there I just started doodling again. And then before I knew it, drawing was just consuming my whole day. And then when I got to prison, I got good enough to where a lot of guys saw that I was good at it. So they would request for me to draw like portraits for them of their family so they could send home, or like birthday cards or just stuff like little souvenirs, I guess, from prison to send to their family. And then I was bunked up with this real like old school gangster guy, but he saw me drawing all the time and he didn't have much tattoos. The tattoos that he had were kind of whack. So one day he's like, hey, I know how to build a tattoo machine. So if I build it, you know, can you like fix my tattoos? So I told him, yeah, you know, I've never tattooed before, but I'll try it out. And that's how I started tattooing. And then I ended up doing like a whole chest piece and a half sleeve on him. And then from there, I tattooed like a handful of other guys in there. When I got out, I didn't know what to do, so like I just decided to tattoo. So I just went to get all the cheap professional equipment and I started tattooing my friends. And then from there, I started my career. So I was tattooing out of my apartment for like a year. It's funny because it was like a ghetto area, and my neighbors, like every day, they would tell me, dude, I hear your tattoo machine running all night long, because I was just tattooing all night long. But I was tattooing like that for like a year, and I didn't really grow. I figured everything out by trial and error. I did have an older friend named Young. He kind of helped me out when I had questions, but I knew I needed more. And when you're working by yourself like that, especially when you're new, you don't have any real like direction, you know? So I started doing research and I found which studios I wanted to be a part of, and I hit up those studios. The only one that was really welcoming to me was Lowrider Tattoo. Jose, you know, like, just from the jump, when I went to meet him, he treated me like equally. I feel like a lot of people have big egos in this industry, but Jose, he was really cool, man. Very respectful guy, so I just felt like I was at home. From there, I apprenticed, not only under him, I apprenticed under the shop. I learned a lot from these guys, you know? I think I took a bit of it, all of them. And for 2 years, I was just grinding it out. And the only thing that was constant and that made me feel like somewhat good about myself was tattooing. You know, like just going to the tattoo shop every day and tattooing someone and, you know, making art, you know? 100%, 110%. I was just living, breathing it, and just trying to keep my mind off the negative things. And I think that's where I saw real growth, and that's where I started seeing myself really evolving into an actual tattoo artist, you know? This is my own studio, my own realm, kind of what I decided to do, branching off from Lowrider. For me, I feel like I don't really need a shop to operate right now. But my end goal is to have a shop, have a studio. And I just do what I love over here. I mean, it's pretty cliche to say, but this is real, giving it your 100% and not giving up and just being patient with the results, being patient with people, like you should always surround yourself with people that are better in what you do than you are, because that's how you're really gonna grow. Those are things that people should really know that are getting into this craft. Also, not to get too ahead of yourself, not to have an ego, just don't undervalue yourself. Do you and do what you love and bring other people happiness in what you do,